Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. This story, which is a true story, has a lot to do with that strange flashback that I had when I was uh, some years back. I forgot how long ago. About that strange cult from the 1940s. And sorry, there's there's um there's a link between that and from what I heard from someone that I know that was a kid who actually witnessed it, who confirmed what I said even before I even told this person the whole story about this photo studio. That was way before my time. I don't know why. Still don't know why I had that weird flashback. But there's another relative of mine that I'm very, very close to who suffered flashbacks of her own. And she was also, I can't name who this person is, whether it's a cousin or whatever, I can't, or whoever this person is, I can't say who this is, to protect their privacy, this person's privacy. But I love her very much, and she went through hell because of it too. She was molested as a child growing up from this cult, and she had a very terrible flashback, and for many years she always had trouble swallowing whenever she would drink, and she didn't know why, and I didn't know why. I thought maybe she was like phobic, that she might choke on something. You know how some people, when they drink something too fast, they whatever. So I never actually knew why, but she was very phobic until I was about maybe 17 or 18 years old, when this person that was very close to me suffered a flashback of that particular cult from that time period. She was a little girl, and one of the perpetrators in that cult was her father. They forced her to do things that was extremely horrific. And she came very close to madness when she found out the reason why she had trouble swallowing. It was because she was, I'm sorry, it's just this is a really fucked up kind of thing. So I'm not saying this to be just be sick or anything like that. I just want you to know what the story is. But this is the reason why I'm about to tell you why she actually had these phobias. She was molested. This person that's very close to me, she told me when she finally started to calm down a little bit, that she was raped in that place, and they took nude photos of her, and it was ritual. The same thing, the cloaks and that kind of thing. And she was forced into all this kind of stuff like that. Especially she remembers being taken by her father in a private room and forced her to perform oral sex on him. She was about 5 years old. And she remembers the whole details of it, and then he would finish inside her mouth, and she was forced to swallow. And this happened more than once. And there's other things that she made her do. And this was her own father, of all people. And this was somewhere in the mid 40s, possibly 1946 or 47 when this happened. And that guy with the camera that I remembered in that flashback was one of the perpetrators, even though I couldn't see his face or the faces of the other people. But she would cry, and she would sometimes choke on it, if you know what I mean. And that's why she has trouble. That's why she's very, very phobic when she drinks something and has trouble swallowing. I don't see her that much anymore. She was but I'm very close to her and I know her very well. I don't see her that much, that often, but despite all the horrific and sick fucking things that they made her do, and this other person said that he remembers in that place, she came close to suicide more than once. But what stopped her was she got married. She had 3 kids. More than once she attempted suicide. But what stopped her was her love for her own kids. That's what stopped her. Her overwhelming love that she had for her own kids conquered her impulse of suicide. And what's really amazing about this person was how strong she was. Despite of all the shit that happened to her, she was strong at the end, and she actually managed to survive it. Just like anybody who went through a lot of bullshit like that, even, sexual abuse is one thing, but in a ritual, and even though there's not much different except that in ritual abuse is a little bit more intense. She's an old woman right now, and she's still alive. And again, like I said, I hardly ever see her. So I just wanted to share this story with you and just tell me, tell me what you think, your honest opinion about it, because this is really, like I said, so any questions or whatever, just like I said, tell me what you think. And to all of you, take care.